so broke, working minimum wage. You know your mama had enough of me, I wasn't a saint. Sneaking out the bathroom window at 7:45. We were growing up in a small town life, that we'd be 18 for the rest of our lives. Maybe settle down and then make you my wife, and then everything changed in the blink of an eye. It's hard when you face the truth inside and out, so don't go on blaming yourself. Oh, 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 no, no, no. Baby, I know this might sound crazy when I drive by your place lately. The lights keep coming on, the lights keep coming on. Oh yeah, been 6 months since I saw you, and I know we're moving on. Yeah, the lights keep coming on. Why the lights keep coming on? Yeah, the lights keep coming on. Yeah, the lights keep coming on. Why the lights keep coming on? So close, I remember the days when we went and bought a couch and we got a new place. We were sleeping on the floor cause we both couldn't wait. You were straight out of a movie with the look on your face. Then we fast forward a year and a month, when the pain got deep and it started to cut. Told me how to come to this when it started as love. Yeah, I knew I couldn't stay cause it wasn't enough for you. It's hard when you face the truth inside and out, so don't go on blaming yourself. Oh, 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 no, no, no. Baby, I know this might sound crazy when I drive by your place lately. The lights keep coming on, the lights keep coming on. Oh yeah, been 6 months since I saw you, and I know we're moving on. Yeah, the lights keep coming on. Why the lights keep coming on? Moving on, I thought it'd break me. Everything I lost, baby. I know how it might sound. Baby, I know this might sound crazy when I drive by your place lately. The lights keep coming on, the lights keep coming on. Oh yeah, been 6 months since I saw you, and I know we're moving on. Yeah, the lights keep coming on, the lights keep coming on. The lights keep coming on. All alone on a Sunday afternoon, will I wait and watch life pass me by? Spend all my time just thinking about you, up all night just wondering why. Cause I'm dreaming about leaving around, dreaming about leaving this time. Cause I'm dreaming about leaving around, dreaming about leaving you now. Yeah, I'm dreaming, I'm still dreaming. You know I never know just what to do, stuck in my head while all these thoughts go by. Spend most of my time up in my room, and I still don't know why. I'm dreaming about leaving around, dreaming about leaving this town. Cause I'm dreaming about leaving around, dreaming about leaving you now. Yeah, I'm dreaming, I'm still dreaming. Yeah, I'm dreaming, I'm still dreaming.
Alright, alright, alright. There we go. I've unmuted myself. That is, of course, part. Oh, I need to turn off my stream sound. There we go. It's off. There we go. Perfect. Alright. We are here doing another small, tiny small stream. just do some more development because we have obviously looked into the new input system that is in Unreal 5.1. Whoop. Okay. Sorry, my whole screen went blank for some reason. Which has been super interesting and has definitely taught us a few things. So for those that don't quite know about this yet, instead of what you used to do, which was to go to project settings and then input, and then under bindings, you could have your action mappings and your axis mappings. This is now deprecated, which means that you can still use it, right? And it will be supported for quite some time. But best practice would indicate that you use the new system, which is the enhanced input action system, or input mapping system, which does a bunch of crazy stuff. So, for example, for jumping, I can have spacebar now, but I can trigger it in different ways. I can modify the effect of the input in a lot of different ways, and it is super awesome. It basically means that all of your movement you can do inside of one action mapping, and you can modify it to, achieve what you want to achieve, which is super, super awesome. So what I wanted to do, because right now what we have already set up, let me just double check, because one thing we didn't do, which we should do, I've now enabled the Blueprint Assist plugin, thank God. That was something that, that we definitely had to do. So first things I want to do is I just want to add a mapping context variable here, because we're working on the zombie stealth game. So I just want to set this up like this, so that if I were to, basically if I were to make a child blueprint, a child player controller, then I can also change the controls that are used by just changing whatever's in this variable, which is super, super awesome. So we definitely want to set that up that way. And then we just want to comment this saying, setting the mapping context for this particular player controller. There we go, which is excellent. And what I'd hope to achieve, because I have about an hour-ish to stream, so what I'm hoping to do is open up the Epic Games Launcher, go into my library, go into animations, and specifically set up the first-person knife animations, which is what we want to add. Maybe even the creature animations, because I believe I also have... do I have the... Come on. Nothing for zombie? Pretty sure I have a zombie mesh somewhere in this huge list. I am sure I've got it somewhere here. Yeah, I've got an undead pack. That was it. Is it compatible? It is. Cool. So yeah, I believe the undead pack, we can basically choose which enemy we want. We can just take this cartoony zombie or something, or this ghoul or whatever. There's 5 characters. Oh, they've got all animations. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I didn't actually know that. This is a cool guy. We can totally use that. That is super cool stuff. And it's fully modular too. This is bloody awesome, if I say so myself. I actually don't like the zombie at all. But this guy, and even the skeleton, even like this Death Warden thing, love it. Love it. Oh, it's a lich. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, looks super awesome to me. So yeah, so we're gonna try and add this as well. We're gonna add the knife animations. We're gonna add some of the creature animations in case these don't have the right ones, in my opinion. And we'll go from there. So we've got about an hour to do it. So let's get that figured out. So first things first, let's also go in here and just quickly format these with the beautiful help of the Blueprint Assist plugin, which is just perfect. So let's just quickly do all of this, and then just take all of these, copy them over. Well, actually, no, we have to delete copy. Let's make a new graph called our input graph. Let's keep as much of this logic separate. That is like super important. There we go. Perfect. And And then we just want to comment them saying, moving the character based on the unilateral movement input. I wonder if you can also inherit mapping contexts of like actions and stuff. I don't think you can. No, I don't think you can. No, I don't think you can. Ah, shit. Oh, I bollocksed it again, didn't I? There we go. Yeah, I don't think you can. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. This one is for the camera. Manage the camera view direction. Character jump. And character sprint. Now ultimately we want to change the sprint because right now it's unlimited and it'll just happen whenever we start, and whenever we stop it'll get reset. Ultimately we want to change this to maybe like a system where there's a limited amount of stamina. I'm not a fan of such systems because usually they're very poorly implemented. In terms of the design, it was just horrible. But we'll see. We'll have to play some of the reference games that we have and figure that out. But for now, that is separated, which is great. Okay. First things first. Let's do exactly what we said we would do, which is to go back into our library and to then go up here to the category animations and add first-person knife. Ooh, I hope this can be added. It cannot. God damn it. I need to wait for this to upgrade to 5.1. Or actually, this should be fine. This should be okay to do. If I just add it to the wrong project, basically, I can migrate it. So if I now go into my library and I open up this one specifically, I can have two Unreal projects open at the same time. It's okay. I should be able to migrate it, if I remember correctly. And otherwise, we'll just focus on the creatures instead, right? On the... so let's see, where is it? FPP knife. I believe I can just migrate this entire folder. Yep, migrate. We'll migrate to another content folder. That is perfectly fine. That is exactly everything I need. Yeah, except for the map. I don't need the map. That's fine. I'll take the knife. That's fine. Some logo stuff. Oh yeah, that's all fine. Okay. Alright, let's press OK. Now let us bring it over to this one. I'm not showing this because, you know. Select folder. Content migration complete. So now I can go here. I can go into animations. I can go no root motion. See what happens. Okay, so works a little wonky, but let's have a look. Also, I can just quickly grab all of these and just press right click. There we go. Then all the thumbnails update. So now what I can do is I assume, yes, there we go. So I can go back into my PCH master character, and I can, for the mesh, I can grab the SK mannequin, just gotta reposition it, like that, and like that. Is that gonna work out? Not really, I'm inside of my own character. So we probably want to bring this a little up and a little forward. Kind of like this. Now it's a little hard because we don't know where the animation kind of comes out. So what we might want to do yeah, we might maybe... Here we go. Now we get a bunch of sockets. I just need to check for this mannequin what the head node is. It's not a node. It's this is clavicle, which is close, but that's not quite it. Head socket. Here we go. It's just literally called head socket. Great. So I should be able to now place this onto a head socket. There we go. Is this low enough? It is. Is that in the middle? Yes, it is. So I believe if we now play, yeah, that looks roughly right. So we can now see ourselves, which is a little wacky, but that's okay. I was kind of hoping that this would just be arms, to be honest. I thought this was just going to be arms, but apparently not. Okay, then we want to go back to the mesh, and we want to select a animation blueprint in just a moment. But for that, we just have to have a look, because this is the knife, which we can add in a second. Let's do it now, actually. So what we'll do, we will add a scene point to the mesh, which we call weapon location. And then as for the socket, we'll have to go back into the mannequin skeleton. As for the why does that not work? Okay, it's fine, we'll do it differently. This is all pinky stuff. Hand left? No, I want hand right. Hand right weapon, there it is. It's already there. It has a separate socket. This is great. Oh, then actually I might be able to do this differently. Now that I think of it, I can literally just add a static mesh like that, called weapon, and I can attach the weapon to the hand R weapon, and then for static mesh I can just attach the knife. Now I just need to rotate this a little bit. Like that, and then just let's reduce the size. Now this might actually change based on actually, yeah, this might actually change. Hang on, let me put this back where it was. This might fix itself. I'll show you guys why in a second. Bum, 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 bum. So all this is fine. Now I just need, inside of blueprints, I just need a new folder for animation blueprints. And then here I can go into animation, and I can make an animation blueprint for this specific skeleton. I can say create, I can say AnimBP, master AnimBP. Then in here I want to create a state machine like that. So I want to rename this to first person animations, and then inside of here I want to drag a few animations in. So I just need to go here, FGP knife, animations, no root motion, and then we want to take let's see, which one do we want to take? Which animation? Probably attack, swing, fast, right. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. There we go. It's really fast. Hang on. Let's do a bit of a slower one. Attack, swing, right. Oops. There we go. should be okay. Then ideally, we would want to add because we don't want this active all the time. And we actually don't want this to go back. Oops, there we go. We just want this to go forward. Well, actually, hang on. We need one more animation to make this work. We actually want to make this go here, and then this one to here. Oops. And then this one back to here. There we go. And then specifically, we want to say, we want to promote this to a variable and say, oops, come on, there we go, is attacking. Now this is going to be a horrible name because is attacking is going to be just the wrong name to use, because we're going to have a lot of is attackings going on. And for this one we want to say is idle. There we go. Then the only thing we want to do is we want to probably from here. Yeah, we probably want to create. Because can I grab? Oops, that really frozen out. Can I grab the animation blueprint? I could not. Okay, so this is something that I'll need to use interfaces for. That's the part that we talked about not too long ago, because I'm not entirely sure how to do that. So we're gonna find out together. Interfaces. Blueprints. Interface. PPI. Animation blueprint. Communication. There we go. Okay. Save. And then here we also have to do another thing, and this all makes sense in a second. Blueprints, blueprints, enumeration called enum, animation state. And then specifically, we need to have two enumerators, one for idle, one for attacking. Okay, and then specifically we want to say, for this new function, we want to rename it to set animation state. And then we want to add input, yes, for animation state. And we want to use the enum for animation state. That's the one. And then I believe if we implement this in both the add enhance interface, which is BPI, this one. Yeah, if I add the interface here and I add the interface inside of my master character, oops, not namespace, this one, BPI, this one, like that, then I believe and I could even, to set this up even easier, to allow for even less variability, I actually want to pull in the animation for, is there a walking? There's not. Is there a walk? Yeah, there is. Cool. Anim walk. We can actually go to here. And we could also go from walk straight into an attack, but, you know, no need to overcomplicate it right now. And we'll just create a variable here that says is walking. And then specifically this one, which is the back transition, is idle. Okay. Yeah, so if we do all of that, then we can say in here, on the started node, we can actually say set animation state, and then we want the set animation state. Oh no. That's the only downside of Blueprint Assist. It sometimes is a little funky. There we go. So if we want to set the animation state... oh, I'm using the wrong one. Hang on. Set animation state. There we go. And then the target needs to be... can I inherit? Can I... is this set somewhere? Oh yeah, here it is. Anim class should by the way be this one. Does that work based on here? It does indeed. Awesome. So we want to grab the anim class. Can I get a direct reference to the animation blueprint, so like the object more than anything else? This is the instance class, but that's not really it. Animation data, because that's not it, right? No, it really wants this. Use set anim instance class to change it. Oh yes, there we go. Set anim instance class. Oh well, we actually don't. We want to get anim instance. That works. This should work, right? If we go in here now, and we go into our event graph, we can remove these two. We can just say set animation state, which is the function from the interface we made earlier, and then we can say switch on enum animation state. We can plug this in, and we can say, all right, if you're idle. This is probably an even easier way to set this up, but we're already progressing. Set is idle to true, and set everything else to false. There's probably easier ways to do this, but that's okay. And then I just want to go back into the enum real quick. Where is it? And I just want to change attacking to walking. And we can add another one for attacking. And we can actually add another one for sprinting. That's some of the actions we know we're going to have already. There we go. Okay. And we kind of just want to copy this across like that. And just set these differently each time. Based on what it is we actually want to do. So all of these are false. And then this one. There we go. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then instead of idle, we want to set it to walking. That's what we want to do. Yeah, and then if it's cancelled, sorry, if it's completed, we want to do the same thing, but we instead want to set this back to idle again. So this gets a little wacky. I should probably set up in a cleaner way as well. For right now, just to test, we'll use it like this. So I believe, let's just make sure we actually get a response here. Let's make sure we check for that by using a print string, which hello is fine. Okay, my knife is painfully through my arm, but yeah, I think that's working. I think that's working. My arm is through my wrist, but beyond that. Also, you know what I'm a little confused by? When we bought this pack, I swear that it's supposed to be just like first-person arms. Not like a whole body. Because the arms I can kind of turn with the camera. Which really is a little annoying. I mean, maybe I just need to move my camera down a bit. But my arms won't turn with the camera, which is bad. That's kind of what we want to avoid. Because, I mean, this is great. Well, better, not great. So I'm just a little confused. I'm sure I could take some of it apart. Let's take the camera, put FOV a bit higher. To like 130. No, it's not great, but at least that gives us a bit more view. Yeah, also because this gives it like a weird shadow effect. Not entirely happy with this pack so far. No shadow, please. Yeah, because I can't set the rotation of the... Ah, stretch, thank you very much. Oh, God. Yeah, I really need to stretch more, because I can just feel my entire body. Oh, it's drink time, alright. Oh yeah. Time for self-care. Self-care is the best kind of care. Yeah, an outfit change. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what you do when, like between shows, you do an outfit change, right? That's just how it works. That's how the biz works, you know? Because I can't set the rotation of the whole clavicle, basically. Well, not even the clavicle, just the upper arm would do, but I don't, well, even better, I don't want to set the rotation of the upper arm. I just want to have a man of fashion, thanks. I just want to have standard fucking upper arms. I'm a little upset by that, to be honest. I am a little bit disappointed that this pack, which is called First Person Knife, animation 6 for each head, etc. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to check the demo map as well, but for now we'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. If I wanna, yeah. For now it's fine. For now it's fine. So one thing I do quickly want to do, I want to make a I basically just want to make a function, right? Called change animation state, which kind of does the same thing as the interface did. Which has desired animation state. Which is this enum. And then I just want to copy over this functionality, basically. Like that. And just plug that in. Because then all I need to do is I just need to grab the function. Which just saves a bit of space, really. Which is just a much better way to go. Alright, let's move this out a bit. Actually, let's try and see... Okay, this is the setup that Blueprint Assist comes up with, so we'll use that. That's fine. Okay, and then we'll say set animation states for movement. Then what else we can do? We can go back in here. We can remove this print string. Okay, and then we probably want to go into the state machine and say, okay, let's add a state. Actually, let's do it differently. Let's just drag in the animation. It's much easier. For sprint. Sprint in, sprint loop, sprint out. Okay. Is there a way to sprint in, sprint loop, sprint out? So from sprint out, we can go back into walk, or we can go back into idle, because we can stop pretty much instantly. From sprint loop, we can only go into sprint out, and we can only go into the state from sprint in. And from anim walk, we can go into sprint in, and that's it. That's the circle we're doing here. Now I just gotta define the transitions here. Oh boy. So we can call this start sprinting. Yeah. Then we can go into the next one. We can say is sprinting. Then we can go back and we can, from sprint loop into sprint out, we can say stop sprinting. Like that. This is going to get confusing, but we'll see. And then from sprint out, we can go back to anim walk if anim walk is true. So if is walking is true. And the same thing goes for the one back to idle. That is, oops, nope, that's only if is idle is true. Like that. Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm getting messages from people. What is this about? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool stuff. Let's quickly finish something up here. Yeah. What I just want to do really quickly is go into inputs, go into input action, IA attack, which is just a boolean, so perfectly fine. Then go into the master one, add a mapping for attack, which for this button is just a left mouse button. There's no triggers or modifiers, so we can just straight up in here, we can do IA, attack, and really all we need to do right now is really the only thing. Let's just grab, let's grab this function, unstarted, and move it to attacking, and then uncompleted, move it back to idle. So now if I were to, yeah, there you go, we're attacking. Cool stuff. I just need to change the bone there, which I can do pretty quickly by going to weapon or hand weapon. We can move this into like here, and we can like basically turn it over. I think this will roughly do it. Well, it's needs a slight adjustment. Let's slow that down. Let's slow that movement down. Sorry about that. Needs a slight adjustment back this way, and like a slight adjustment up as well. This is a little cumbersome. It's really not a high quality pack. I'm very disappointed in this pack, to be honest. We'll make do with it for now, but we might have to go for something else later on because it's not great. Alright, so I already said at the start this is going to be a short stream. It's going to be even a little bit shorter than I originally had expected, but that's okay. We made some cool progress. I'll make some more progress throughout the week, and then next weekend we can take a look at this again and see how we can finish setting up all the animations and start with the actual content, right? So for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Thank you. Bye-bye.